Okay. Hi, everyone. Good evening. First of all, I would like to confirm that you can hear me. Can you please tell me if you can hear me? Can you hear me? I would like to check if our audio is okay. I'm just going to put it here. Okay, so let's start. Let's start. Okay, so welcome to our first class. This is Advanced English, and as you can see, we are using a new platform, which is Zoom, and that's something that I'm getting used to. That's why, uh, if we have any kind of trouble, please uh, give me a chance to correct anything that uh, would be needed. And you know, um, I really okay. I really, I'm really excited that we are starting again with this course because the last 3 months that I've been teaching this course, the more that I practice and talk with you, the more that I am conscious and aware that this language is not just a plus, it's a basic skill that we all should have. And that's why um, uh, you should keep practicing and listening to these classes. Okay? So today we're going to talk about some uh, core learning objectives for the course and for the session. So, as you may know, this is advanced and something that okay, so let me fix that. Let's okay, let's see. Switch test. Hello. Hi. Okay. How about now? Okay, so who we have in this class? We have Olenka. Hi. Okay, great. Well, so let's jump to the beginning. So, as let me repeat this very quickly. Welcome to our business English class. This is the advanced level. Okay, so now that we are in the final level of our course, you really need to think and understand English directly. Okay, so what does it mean? That I'm going to talk in English all the time. Okay, I'm going to share all my thoughts, lessons, ideas, and comments, even feedback in English. Okay, so I'm just going to switch to Spanish a little bit. Les decía que como el nivel es avanzado, tengo que hablar en inglés todo el tiempo, porque eso me ayuda a que ustedes se esfuercen un poquito más en pensar y articular el idioma directamente, sin traducciones de por medio. Okay? In any case that you have any kind of help, just some kind of word that I have to say in Spanish, I don't have any problems about it, but most of the time it's gonna be pure English. Okay, so since we are in our first class, you have to understand a little bit more about the course. We have 12 classes, 12 weeks, and we aim that you will be able to present yourself, explain where you live, describe in general terms your business, or make affirmations, present and handle yourself in a simple way, especially for international business purposes. And narrate brief experiences and any other things related to general business. Okay, so this is advanced class, but with context of business. So this in Spanish, in case you needed some kind of translation. And today we are going to learn a little bit more about talking about me and my culture. Okay, what does it mean is hablando de mí y de mi cultura. Okay, so today, what are our learning objectives? We are going to apply the to be verb so we can identify ourselves and others. And also, we're going to review a little bit more about the negative form. Okay, we're going to uh, review how we can say hi and say goodbye also, and talk about uh, where we come from. Olenka, you need help. What kind of help do you need? Do you need? Sorry, it's help. Let me know. Okay. So let's practice. Since we have this platform, give us a chat um, interface to talk to each other, and you can reach me by chat, just like Olenka did. And also, we can talk a little bit more with audio, and it depends of how many people we have. Okay, so let's start. We have Olenka. Olenka, let's practice. Please, in our chat, or if you prefer, you can talk. Say hello, introduce yourself, and ask my name. Olenka, please help me with this exercise. Oh, okay, okay. So let's see. Okay, okay. So I'm going to do this exercise. So let's suppose that I want to talk with someone in the chat. Let's say his name is Marcos. Okay. So I'm going to say hello to Marcos. I'm going to introduce myself, and I'm going to ask his name. So in this context, let's suppose that I don't know Marcos. Okay, so I'm trying to reach him to establish a first contact. You know, expect him to answer to my question. Okay, so let's see. Hi, my name is Lourdes, and I am a teacher. I am also from Peru, and I came to this conference because I wanted to learn a little bit more about marketing. Okay, how was the conference? What did you think about it? So Marcos is going to reply to my questions, and since we know each other a little bit more, and now that we established some first conversation, I'm going to ask his name. Okay, great. So you really like uh, the keynote of the event. So, so am I. But tell me, what's your name? And then I expect that Marcos is going to give me his name, because now we kind of connected a little bit more, and the more obvious question or answer, I'm sorry, is that he would like to uh, share a little bit more about him. Okay, so I'm going to write here in our text the example that I share. So I said, hi, I am Lourdes, and I'm from Peru. I came because I want to learn more about marketing. What? How was? How was the conference? How was the conference? So that's what Lourdes is going to say. And Marcos is going to say, yes, I like the keynote. And I'm going to say, great, so am I. Sorry, what's your name? What's your name? And that's how I get another friend in that conference. So, um, let's suppose that now that I share a little bit more information with Marcus, he started to asking me more information, or I would like to explore his profile a little bit more. And after we ask for the name, we're going to ask for the rest of the name, or maybe where that person comes from, or what do they do. Maybe not where they live, but maybe if they are close, or um, close to the event, or maybe talk about the traffic, many things. Okay, so we are still introducing ourselves, and let's talk about names. So here I we have the example of our present president, and the first name is Martin, the second name is Vizcarra, and the surname is Correjo. So it's more possible that they are going to ask our second name. Okay? So for example, in my case, the second, for example, my second name is Uzuriaga. So my name is Lourdes Uzuriaga. Okay? I don't know, Olenka, are you there? For example, we have Olenka. She's Olenka Lopez. So in her case, Olenka is the first name, and Lopez is her second name. Second name. Okay? So if you see this, if you see the recorded video, I ask you, what is your first name and what's your second name? Think about it, say it or write it, and now you know what it means a second name. Okay, so another question that we may have is our phone number, because now that we have WhatsApp, people don't call as frequent as 3 years ago. We have to say our number. So let's suppose that I'm going to talk about this telephone number, and I'm going to say it one by one, because that's how we say our number. So how would I say it? Okay, great. Great, Olenka. You have to stretch a little bit more, because that's how we learn English, okay? So just try to focus. Remember that you are going to have this uh, this class is being recorded, and you are going to have the chance to listen and hear it again. And then the second time, you may understand more words. Okay. So how would we say this telephone number? So everything is the same, and the only difference is that 0 is going to be O. Okay, so it's going to be 9, 3, 4, 2, 6, 9, 0, 4, 5. That's how we say our telephone number. So in a sentence, how would it be? My, let's say it's self. My cell phone number is, and we say the number one by one. Lo otro, the other part would be the address, but let's keep it for our next class. Okay, so let me clear this up. Last concept. For example, if we're going to have some kind of official matter, it's very possible that they ask for our full name. And what is a full name? It's just the union of our first name plus our second name plus our surname. That's our full name. So in any case that someone asks you for your full name, it's the 3 words. Maybe you have more names. It's going to be the 4 or the 5 names. Okay, so let's talk about how we answer when someone says hi. Okay, so let's suppose that I'm I'm still trying to talk with Marcos, but this time Marcos approached to me and he started the conversation. Okay, so Marcos is going to say, "Hello, I am Marcos," and I'm going to say, "Hi, I am Lourdes. Nice to meet you." Okay, so the person that answered to the first greeting is going to say, "Nice to meet you," and that's like the short greeting. And this is a longer, more like uh, it has more information, and it's a way to keep things more formal. Okay, so here we have Carlos and Lourdes. So Carlos is going to say, let's imagine that Carlos is this person at the left, and this girl is Lourdes, the the girl at the right. So Carlos is going to say, "Hi, my name is Carlos, of course. What's your name?" And I'm going to say, "My name is Lourdes." And Carlos is going to say, nice to meet you, or it's nice to meet you. Depends how formal they are. And I'm going to say also, nice to meet you too. Okay, so that's the difference. Carlos says, Carlos said, un gusto conocerte. Y como yo voy a responder, le digo, un gusto conocerte también. Okay, nice to meet you too. Okay, so if we would have a cheat sheet about how to establish our greetings, this would be that cheat sheet. In any case, you don't know about a cheat sheet, I said cheat sheet. Es, es como decir hoja de copia o hoja de plaje. U hoja de para plagiar, por decirlo de una manera. Entonces, okay, so if all these examples were supposed to be if we like started a conversation and that person is the one that we were looking for. But let's suppose that I approached to that person and I thought he was Marcus or the guy that I was looking for, but it wasn't Marcos, it was Carlos. Okay, so I would say, "Hi, I am Lourdes," and I would say, "Are you Marcos?" And he's going to say, "No, I'm not." And now I'm going to ask for his name. So I'm going to say, "What's your name?" And he's going to say, "I am Carlos." Okay. And then I say, "Nice to meet you." And he says, "Nice to meet you too." Okay, so let's talk about two examples of professions. Okay, maybe you are not a teacher or you are not an engineer, but I highly recommend that you search for the English word for your job, for your role, or for what did you study for. In my case, I am an engineer because I studied industrial engineering, but I actually don't do any engineering in my job. Okay, so I'm kind of closer to teacher and entrepreneur than an engineer. Okay, so let's just choose the word that is closer to you. So first example at the left, who is he? And he's going to say, "I am a teacher." Let's go to the photo at the right. Who is she? And she's going to say, "I am an engineer." Why is this important? I I should suppose that you learn a little bit about n- articles, okay? And you have article a and article un, okay? So let's put it here. we have article a and article an. Okay? Why do we have a or an? We have a because the following word starts with a consonant, with a T. Okay? And why do we have an? Because the following word starts with a vocal, and the vocal is E. So when we have a consonant, we have to use a. And when we have an vocal, we have to use an. Okay? So let me give you a third example. Okay, let me give you an example. Let's suppose that all of you studied international business. Okay, so you are a businessman or a businesswoman. And if we asked who is he or who is she, you would say, I am a businessman. Or if you are a woman, you would say, I am a business woman. Okay? Okay, so so as you can see, businessman starts with a consonant, and that's why I use an. Okay? Just practice, and you're going to be more uh, you're going to get used to this rule. Okay, so I have more examples for you. In the last slide, we talk about the positive form, the affirmative form, when you are that profession. Let's review how would be if you are not that person, or if you are not, if you don't work in that profession. Okay, so let's suppose that I am talking with Marcos, and Marcos is trying to tell me that he is not Carlos. He's going to say, I am not Carlos. That in English we usually use contractions, and the correct way would be I'm not Carlos. So I am becomes I am becomes I'm not. Okay, great. I am not becomes I'm not. Same here. If I want to say that you are not an engineer, I have to use the contraction you are not an engineer. Okay? So, same color, same meaning, and the second one is the correct because contraction are very common in English. Same thing, but now let's change the color. If I want to say that I am a teacher, I have to use a contraction and I say I am a teacher. Same with engineer. I am an engineer and you are an engineer. Okay? Any question here? Okay. Okay. So, okay. Next example. Let's practice a little bit more. So, what Carlos would say? Hi, my name is Carlos. What's your name? And he's talking to me. So I would say, my name is Lourdes. Carlos would say, are you a doctor? And I am not a doctor. So I would say, no, I'm not a doctor. And then he would just close the conversation and he would say, it's nice to meet you or nice to meet you. And I would say, nice to meet you too. Okay? So I believe Olenka is there. Olenka, can you help me with these questions? These questions. So now we're going to talk about our culture. Since I believe most of us live in Peru, I suppose we are going to talk about our country. So let me start and talk about my experience. So, in my culture, we like to have family, um, family. We have we like to have lunch with family on Sundays. Okay, so in my culture, we like to have lunch with family on Sundays. So in my culture, we like to have lunch with family on Sundays. Let's go to another example. In my culture, it is very common to gather to eat a lot. Okay? So, what did I say? I said, in my culture, it's very common to gather to eat a lot. And let's go to the third example. Where I'm from, people generally uh, let's say where I come, where I am from, where I'm from, people generally like to watch TV and football games. So as you can see, when we talk about our culture, we try to we try to describe our people, our culture, how people live, how people think, what they do, and all of that. Okay, so uh, I invite you to think a little bit more about your country, the city where you come from, what is kind of unique about your childhood, about how they um, nurture or teach you, how are your parents, your grandparents, and all of that, and just try to translate that feeling, that thought in English. So, in case you have any other situation where you have to talk about your culture, you already have an answer to that. And believe me, you are going to have it because since we are in a institute for um, international commerce, we're going to net we're going to have an international network, and people want to know where you are from and what it's about, what it's more common about your people, you know. Okay, so this is some more exercises, more more very similar to what we review, and here I share with you um, like a little bit of a game. These are words in disorder, and you have to articulate and uh, order them so they have a meaning and they are have some kind of sense. Okay. So, for example, number one, hello, I am Paul. That would be the answer. The second one, nice to meet you. That would be the answer too. And the third one is more difficult. So I don't know if you just took some seconds. As you can see, you only have one capital word, so it's just one sentence. And in that case, the answer would be I am a math class student. I am a math class student.
What's your name? Are you a teacher? Are you married, Maria?
Are you Maria? Yeah, that's it. Very nice, Raquel.
Thanks.
Mhm. Okay, so let's go to the. Okay, so here we
Mm.
have to complete with I am or you are. So fill in the blanks. Maybe Raquel, you can help me out.
Oh, of course. Uh, the letter A or letter B?
Choose.
Mm, hello, I'm Maria. What's your name? Hi, I'm Tony.
Okay, great. Number two.
Hello, I'm your teacher. You are in my class.
Great. Come on, you can do it.
Um,
3.
you're in number 4? I don't know. It's mm, you're in number 4.
I believe it's more close that I am in number 4
I am in number 4.
because
Yes.
we don't see any other person. So maybe
Mm,
she's entering to the number 4 and she's like trying to say another one that she's going to be in that number. Okay? And
okay.
the last one.
Um, you're in room 3.
Okay? Great. Very well, Raquel. Congratulations.
Thanks so much.
Great. Okay, come on. This is I am not or you aren't. How would that be?
Mm, uh, I am not a student. I am a teacher.
Yes.
You're a student. I am a teacher. Maybe. I am.
Yes. Yes, it's the opposite.
Uh, and you aren't in room 3. Oh, I am not in room 3. I don't know.
You
I'm not very sure.
okay.
Is I am not?
I believe it's you aren't because
You are.
yeah, the person is saying something and it's trying to point that the other person is not in room. Mm-hmm.
But I suppose that person says me that I am not in room 3.
Yeah, because he has this sheet that says room 4. Is that he knows that you must go to room number 4, and he's saying that you are in room 3. So he's trying to tell you where to go.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, great. So that would be all for this class. So Raquel was very helpful. Thank you very much. I hope you learn a little bit more today. And well, we have like 4 or 5 people. Thank you for being here and connect. Well, being in live class, being this hour, it says a lot about you and your commitment to learn this language. So, congratulations to everyone. Thank you. And I hope you have a great week and see you next week.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. This was Miss Lourdes, and see you then.
See you.
Okay, bye bye.
Bye.